Hello, this is the TradeSite US Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning, can you believe this? Sunday the 29th of December 2024, ending Friday the 3rd of January 2025. We are into another year. This is, again, like we've talked about, a weird holiday schedule. It's going to be a done week. I'm not planning on doing too much. I'll check in for a couple things. I'll check in Thursday in particular because the first day of the year sometimes is exciting. But let's talk about what the schedule looks like. So the last day of the year has to be a full trading day under stock market rules. So that means that Monday and Tuesday are both full trading days. Having said that, nobody's around. And then Wednesday, the markets are closed for New Year's. So it's kind of a bust. Then Thursday is the 2nd and Friday's the 3rd. So do they come back for 2 days and start the year out early and get to work, or do they wait until the week after? That's the question. That's why I would say if you're going to do anything, check in Thursday and let's see what happens. But I would tell you that Monday and Tuesday are probably going to be a waste of time. And probably Thursday and Friday as well. And then we get rid of this horrible holiday schedule and we're done with that. And then we're back off to the races and get back to work. So it is what it is. Here's the euro dollar futures. Basically flat for the week. Pound dollar definitely flat for the week. ES front month futures contract bounced and then sold off on Friday. But remember, we had a holiday on Wednesday, so we were closed and whatnot. But we're closing out the year near the highs, even though we sold off on Friday. S&P cash, like I said, like we're here. I think there's a concern that usually you don't sell off late in the year because nobody wants to lock in their tax gains and have to pay taxes in April if they wait till January 2nd or whatever, whether it's Thursday or Friday or the Monday after. It's just easier. They can pay taxes a year out from the gains for the year. Having said that, who really knows this time? Because I think there's a lot of concerns about what's about to come to the economy with all the tariff talk and all that stuff, and inflation probably coming back because of it. So we will see what happens. NASDAQ 100, again, near the highs, but whatever. Russell 2000, not quite as near the highs and not looking extremely great. Crude oil inventories dead flat for a while, but at 70, 60. So nothing too exciting there. All right, in terms of other stuff, TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, basically making new lows. So bonds down, rates up. This is like rates at highs for the year. After the Fed's lowering rates, this is not a positive for everything. I think probably these things start to head back up here soon. But again, it's the tariff war and the inflation that might come from it that has got everybody concerned. We just got done battling off the last round of inflation, and we might be starting another round of it if we bump the tariffs. So I think everybody's concerned about that, and the interest rates are designed to offset it. So this to me is the most troubling chart we have. But we will see what we get. The VIX closes at 15.95. It's pretty middling in terms of things. Advanced decline ratio on the NASDAQ, or on the New York. A couple positive days and then a very negative day on Friday. The trend closes at 1.01, puts the 10-day. Now, this is what's interesting, and this is what's a little scary. The 10-day moving average, which is the orange line, is at 0.81. That's under the blue line, which is 0.85. That is generally, it hasn't happened all year. It is generally a sell signal on the market. So be aware of that. And again, like I said, could probably hold out Monday through Tuesday because I don't know that anybody's even around to sell. But this is a problematic signal right here. This is probably the most dangerous chart separate from the bonds. I think we're heading into some pretty bad territory in general between what's going on in the bond market and what's going on here with the trend. So we'll see what happens. ES for the week. Pretty much dead flat. Up a little bit, but nothing special. And again, with the holiday, same thing with the NASDAQ. NASDAQ volume light most of the days, but then a little heavy on Friday, and it is what it is. Apple closing near all-time highs, although there's a 13, just because we need more problems, 13 sell signal on Apple in place on the daily chart. Amazon, nothing. It's been flat for about 3 weeks, but nothing there. Meta, near highs, but nothing special. They're all near highs. Google, nothing special, but near highs. Goldman Sachs, whatever. Netflix has that 13 sell signal in place already, so that's a problematic thing for Netflix. Tesla got all the way up near highs, whatever. Nvidia has not been near highs for for 2 months, basically. Zoom has a 13 sell signal in place as well, and First Solar is in near lows. So none of this stuff looks super positive. There's no buy signals, obviously, because we're at highs. There's nothing special like that. So this is kind of a mess, to be honest. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't think it'll matter this week. But you never really know until you play it out. And I'm guessing this is a dead week. But if not, it's probably a downside week. But I think January could be fairly ugly, and with all the new stuff going on politically, it's probably a mess. In terms of economic data coming out this week, Chicago PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time, pending home sales at 10. Japan's on bank holiday. We've got the Tuesday, we've got the housing price index, and then everybody else is on bank holiday Tuesday and Wednesday except for the U.S. And then nothing, obviously, U.S. is on bank holiday on Wednesday, so then Thursday you've got unemployment, the weekly initial and continuing jobs claims numbers, crude oil inventories, construction spending, final manufacturing, PMI, and whatnot. And then Friday, because of the holiday in the middle of the week, ISM manufacturing PMI and manufacturing prices, and then natty gas is Friday instead of what it usually is. And that's it. So that's the whole week. So, nothing major in terms of economic data, but at the same time, we do have that holiday in the middle of the week. So we will see what we get. But again, I'm expecting, another week of not much. I'm not going to be around much. I don't see the point. And we will get back to it the week after and start digging in for real for the new year. And I suspect there's going to be some decent downside available for that. Charts as usual brought to you by NinjaTrader. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.